Alright folks, I just got a shipment from SGC and I did not do the full box opening here to save you guys the pain. I'm actually on the ferry right now heading into the city, but I wanted to take this time to do this quick reveal video. Mostly vintage baseball. I do have a couple of, well, maybe one modern that's in here that I just wanted to get graded up for the fun of it. I think there's 10 cards in this order, and I have not looked, so this is a true blind reveal here for us. Ferry edition. And I will not waste a whole lot of time other than saying there's one card in here that was a valuable card. The other were just ones that I wanted to have some fun with and see what I get back. I did not have any pre-grades, so I have no expectations. We'll just see how we got here. So first one is a Robert Perez Jr. This is a 2023 Bowman, and this is an auto card. So let's see what we get. We got the dreaded 9.5. So we got almost good enough, but not quite for that 10, which is definitely unfortunate, but still 9.5, nothing to be too upset about. I'm pretty happy there. I'm really excited to see if he turns into the first baseman of the future for the M's. All right, now we got a Willie Tasby. The rest of these I believe are all Gold Cup cards. And so these were the Gold Cups that I had that were in the best condition. This is, I believe, a 1960, 61 maybe. 61, right? Whatever. Willie Tasby. All right, and this one we have, yeah, 60, I'm sorry. Willie got a 6. So that's pretty solid for a 1960. It's in a pretty decent shape. Looking at the card, I would not have been surprised if that got a 7, but I'm pretty happy with that 6. That's a great looking card. All right, next we got Pumpsie Green. And if you want to learn a little bit more about Pumpsie Green and his career, head on over to Return at Collecting, and he's got a video he just put out which he mentions Pumpsie, which is pretty interesting there. And Pumpsie got a 6 as well. And this card was actually very sharp. It's actually a little bit sharper than that Tasby, but the centering wasn't quite as good. So yeah, really nice card there, and happy to have that one in a tuxedo. All right, now we've got a 1969 Dave Marshall. I know everyone's a huge Dave Marshall fan, as he is definitely a guy who should have been in the Hall of Fame, of course. Outfielder for the Giants, and that got a 7. So that's a 69, got a 7. That was the same as I think the Bobby Bonds rookie card that I sent in that I thought was in great shape, and Freddie Patek. I think both of them came back as 7s. So it's really tough to get 8 and above from SGC on those. All right, next I've got a Bert Campaneris. This one's not quite as in great shape, but I do like this card. It's a 65 Cup card, and the Bert Campaneris got a 5, and that's about what I would have expected on that one. So very consistent from SGC. All right, next we have a John Ellis, and this is a 1971. 71s are very condition sensitive, so I was curious to see how well this one might turn out, because it did have very sharp corners. It had some white around the edges, and I was really wondering if I could get above a 6 on this one, and I did get a 6. So yeah, not too bad on the John Ellis. Lost my light there, so you have to bear with me. All right, the next one is the only other one in here. I guess there's 2, I'm sorry, that was not a Cup card. This is a Julio Franco rookie card. This card was just in amazing condition, and I was curious if I could pull off a 9 on this one, which is going to be very tough. So let's see. Oh, I got a 5. So yeah, I was way off on the Julio. I'm not exactly sure why. I'll take a closer look to see what that is. I would not have sent that in for a 5. It's really not worth a whole lot. I just thought the card was in amazing condition, so I thought I'd take a shot. That's what you get sometimes with sending these orders in. All right, the next one is a PC card of mine. It's the Ozzie Smith rookie card, 79 Topps. I pulled this when I was in high school out of a 79 rack pack, and I was so excited to get this card. It's horribly off-centered, and so I'm not real surprised if it doesn't get a high grade, and I wasn't putting this in for a high grade. I was putting it in because I like this card. It's a personal card of mine, one that I pack pulled. Got a 4.5, which I was hoping for a little bit higher because of the sharpness of it, but it actually had a little bit of color loss, and that's definitely why it got a lower grade. And the centering, like I said, is way off. So whatever, I'm pretty happy still with that Ozzie. Like I said, personal card that I just wanted to have in a slab. Next is a Carlton Fisk rookie card, or at least his first solo card, and this is 73. I'm sorry, Fisk in okay shape. I'm probably expecting a 5 on this one, and I did get a 5, so pretty close there, which not too big of a surprise. All right, next I have a John Matlack, and this one is also a 73, I believe. And this one was just in amazing condition. The centering was off a little bit, otherwise it was in pretty good shape, and I thought I could pull a 6 on this Matlack. It actually got a 7, so yeah, not too bad. It was really sharp, and like I said, I picked out some of the cards that were just in better condition, not necessarily high value, just thought it would be fun to slab some of those up. So, all right, next one I've got is a Greg Gross. This one is a 75. I'll tell you, the real reason I slabbed this one up is because it's a mini, and I hate minis, but I thought for my gold cup collection, I like to have a variety of all the different cards that had the cups, and the mini was definitely one of the bigger subsets, especially in 75. It was kind of a new concept. It was in pretty decent condition, but I hated this one weird off size card, and so I thought having it in a slab, it would be a common size, and so I didn't really do this for the grade, which it got an 8, so that's pretty impressive for the 75 set, which is extremely condition sensitive. So yeah, not a bad return there. All right, next I've got the 79. I'm sorry, it's not 79, 76 Jim Rice, which is one of the better cup cards. This one was not in bad condition, little bit of a rough corner and the centering a little bit off. Let's call that a 6. Hey, I got a 7 as well, so pretty happy with the Jim Rice. All right, and last two are really exciting. The Eddie Murray is a 78, and Eddie Murray is one of the more famous and more valuable cup cards, and my Eddie Murray was in good shape, not great. Looking at this, I would say if I get a 6, I would be happy, and I did get a 6. Pretty cool. I bought that one raw. All right, last is the Pete Rose, and this is the real reason I sent this order in, and I just picked a few other cards to throw in there to the order just for the fun of it. This is the 64 Pete Rose, his first solo card. This card was one that I cracked out of a PSA case, and it was a PSA 8, but it was also marked as an off center, and so I'm really hoping for anything north of a 6, and I did get a 6, so it's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping I could pull at least a 7 on that, but I'm still pretty happy with that 6 grade on that Rose. It's clearly a 6 because of the centering. It actually is extremely sharp corners. If you look at the back, there's no white anywhere on the back, which is very notorious on these 64s. And so again, I was hoping they might be a little bit more generous with me on this one and throw me that 7. But with the centering and SGC's published standards, 6 is really what this card deserves. So very happy there, and I hope you guys enjoyed this reveal. Leave your comments below.